Hi there, this is not one of my normal kind of style videos, but I really couldn't resist kind of making a comment on this. Boris Johnson labelled a former Prime Minister a girly Swot and was clearly using it as an insult. And I think that's absolutely tragic that the leader of our country uses that type of thing as an insult. But I want to go ahead and talk about that and then talk a little bit later about girls in physics, which is a really important thing as well. Why on earth would our leader call somebody a girly Swot and think that was an appropriate insult to make at somebody? It is not an insult to be a girl or be like a girl. It is not an insult to be clever or to be hardworking or to study hard. And especially, you know, people who watch my channel, you're into study and you're hopefully into physics as well. And there is many girls who do watch my channel. And I just find it really awful. And I just wanted to say something about it really, that our leader, the leader of our country, would resort to name calling anyway at all, but would call somebody a name clearly meant to be an insult and use those two terms, girly or Swot. So, you know, I just say that's not leadership. He's not showing leadership. He's obviously creating a bit of a bullying culture in number 10. It's terrible, really. And that doesn't speak for adults. That is not normal. That's not right. This is the 21st century. We do not use things like that as being insults. Another thing from a personal level, my daughter is obviously a girl, and I would really hate for her to grow up in a world where she felt that there was anything she couldn't do because she was a girl. So having our Prime Minister perpetuate that kind of thinking is really, really disappointing. As for girls in physics, you know, that's a massive agenda in physics at the minute, is how can we get more girls into physics? Why is it that we don't see lots of girls taking up physics at GCSE and at A-level, and it's concerning. So maybe you've got some thoughts on that. Maybe you know why. Maybe you didn't pick A-level physics. Maybe you know why you're not going to go on to A-level physics. Maybe you've got some ideas, if you're a boy as well. Why is it that there are fewer girls taking up A-level physics than there are boys? It's really, you know, my channel is about 70-30 girls, and there's a big Institute of Physics agenda to try and get people into physics, all people of all genders, but increase the proportion of girls would be a really great thing to see. I've always had girls in my classes. This year fewer than before, but I'm sure that won't be a trend long term. So is there something that other teachers are doing that I am not doing, or vice versa, meaning that I teach girls but other people don't, but we're a long way off having equal numbers of girls and boys in A-level physics? It's strange. This isn't really my normal kind of content. I'm going to come back in a little while with a video about how to smash exams. So do check that out live if you are interested in that. It's my tip that I always give students early on in the year, how to actually make sure they're smashing their exams. There's a few links in the description as well to other interesting things there. One about the percentage of boys versus girls in physics. Another one about the Nobel Prize for Physics most recently was won by a female, or female was part of that group. So females really do take part in the top level of physics. Do not think that, you know, physics is not for females. My own personal hero, well, I have three personal heroes. My own personal hero is Marie Curie, and she is the only person to have a Nobel Prize in physics and chemistry. Amazing woman, amazing person. And my other heroes are my wife, who's a doctor and literally saves lives every day, and also Edexcel, who is not a woman, but is my hero as well. There was a story last year as well, which was really awful as well, about a CERN scientist who talked about physics was for boys, physics was for blokes. And even the Director General of CERN is female, and this guy was like, I don't even know his name, but there's a link there if you wanted to read that as well in the description. The Director General of CERN itself is female, so you know there are females at the highest point. Females do push forward physics. Physics is for females. It is not the case that it's the area exclusively for men. I'm really, you know, I don't even think we should be having this discussion, but we clearly do need to, because there's this big gap. And if we're having our Prime Minister and that's been the culture in Downing Street, then it's really disappointing. Anyway, tune in a little bit later. Check out my other playlists as well. Tune in how to smash exams, and let me know if you've got any reasons why you think fewer girls take physics than boys. Right, thank you.